No, Bangalore isn't that far foreign, but I had never traveled solo before. I did not know the language, roads, or people. But maybe that was the most exciting thing about this journey. I had to do things alone, I had to find my own way. I took an auto from my home and reached the airport. My crazy anxiety attacks made me leave way earlier than I needed. I wasn't a frequent air traveler, so airports were not really a place that I felt comfortable. Plus, the fact that I was alone also made me freak out. I was finally relieved when I boarded the plane. Airport to the hostel was another story.
So I've actually arrived at my room right now, and it's about like 4 o'clock, and it was a long ride, definitely. So here you go. This is the room. Hi there. And well, it's not that great, but it's okay. I mean, at least I can live in it, I guess. So the thing is, when I reached the place, like I just got out of the aeroplane and I walked to the bus. The bus I was supposed to take just left. Like, I was standing there, I was seeing the bus in the front, and I was like, my bus left, what do I do? So anyways, then there was this inquiry guy sitting there, and I went there and I asked them, and they put me on another bus, and I had to get down at somewhere like Makery Circle. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll get an auto from there, it won't be a big deal, things like that. So I got down at there, and I first thought I'll book a Uber or an Ola because it was really cheap. It was just like 80 rupees or something like that. So that's really cheap, right? So I thought about that and I booked it. The funny thing is I booked it, and then it was like 19 minutes. And then the time just increased to 20, like things like that. So I was so angry because I literally waited there for about 30 minutes and I couldn't find a cab. And I was like, okay, fine, let's go with the autos. And I showed them the address, and the auto guys did not know where this was or things like that. So they were really reluctant to take me. And then finally I was like, okay, never mind, I have Google Maps, let's do this on maps. And I put the geolocation and I told the auto wala that I'll give you directions, just drive. And I sat there. It was just 50 rupees, I think. And I think it's pretty cheap comparing to, I mean, I've heard a lot of horror stories about auto walas, but it was like 45 or 50 rupees, and I reached right in front, and here I am.
It isn't time to retire for the day. I met three others, two from BITS Goa and one from Amrita, and we strolled around some places near the hostel that night. I had an amazing burger from Truffles. It was also the first time I tried sweet pan, but I hated it. Sorry to all the pan lovers out there. The next day was my very first day to IISc. I was both excited and nervous. Excited because it was an institution that I dreamed about, and nervous because I did not know what to expect. The mini forest greeted me when I stepped into the campus. I felt this deep sense of relief. I felt like I got a hug from Mother Nature. It wasn't hard to figure out the path to CSA. I was inside the building with 1,000 questions popping up into my mind. With all these bright minds of the nation in the room, will I be able to cope up with their pace? Will I understand what was being taught? I couldn't be more anxious. True to my fears, when the class started, I couldn't understand a thing. All those math equations seemed Greek to me. What was I doing here? I began to wonder. The senior who was delivering the class was also unimaginably rude. I couldn't comprehend what was happening around me. I felt like I was in the wrong place. It all fell into place when they finally announced that all this was a prank, rather, a finely crafted prank. All those scary equations they put on the slides did not even exist. It was all a part of the ice breaking section. I could not believe it. I felt normal again, as if something heavy has been placed down from my head. Phew. I cannot describe how amazing the lectures were after that. Some of it wasn't easy to comprehend. I slowly picked up my pace. You had to pay close attention, but it was worth it. Some were technical, some were humorous, some were thought provoking, and some others inspiring. All my college days, the trending topic was machine learning. Funny enough, it seems that everyone around was also hyped up about the same. But after a few lectures, I realized that machine learning was not the only field to be hyped about. Developments in computer science were so vast. We also exchanged ideas with the professors and students there at lunch. They were really kind and inspiring and were eager to listen to our queries and address them. I want to talk about how good the lectures were, but I wouldn't be able to stop talking about it. So for now, I'll just say one word: amazing. One evening, we felt adventurous and decided to go to Commercial Street. We had some food and got back early. I really wanted to explore the institute, so the next day I decided I would get up early and walk around. So here are some footages.
अफसोस ये है कि वो हमसे कुछ उखड़ा उखड़ा रहता है मेरे सामने
From literature we know that whenever you are relaxed, so your alpha power increases. Alpha is the power in your frequency range from 8 to 12 hertz. So whenever you relax or in not doing anything, your alpha power increases. So here also, can you see?
I can't believe how quickly a week passed, and in that week's time, I had a lot of invaluable memories. It's weird how I got attached to everything around me so quickly. The many people I met, including the fellow students, the bhaias and didis among the IASC students, the professors who preach what they teach, and more than everything, the institute and everyone who worked for its excellence.